William Prescott said about Peru, if no man can become rich in Peru, no man can become poor. That is definitely true about the place we're visiting today, and I am excited to show you guys La Punta. This is a beach town, a naval city, and a port city. This is the gateway to South America. This is the seaport way to get into Peru. It's also a surfing town and a town where at one point had tons of glamour. You can see it in the real estate, you can see it in the town that you are about to see. By far, one of my favorite places in all of Lima. It is a beautiful town with tons of potential. Yes, there are some places that may need, some type of remodeling, but who gives a crap? What place doesn't? I love this place, and I love the Pebble Beach. I love the ocean, and I love that there's two sides of it. The sides where all the locals go, and the sides where all the tourists go. And, of course, all the restaurants. Let's check it out.
Hubo un terremoto grande con un tsunami que llegó el agua hasta Carmen de la Legua, por donde nosotros vivimos.
Yeah.
Pero inundó cierta parte del Callao.
Wow, interesante, no sabía.
Y aquí la playa, ¿ves?
Ajá.
Aquí la playa es de rocas.
Sí, me he dado cuenta de eso, no vienen tierras. Are you kidding me? Qué maravilla. Oh, sí. Mi esposa no me deja.
No, es que ¿cómo se llama? Es que ves el agua que es media como que de otros colores que no sé cómo se va transparente, porque número uno.
I do feel like this place is one of those places that once was, that it used to be very, thriving city. The architecture of the buildings are beautiful, but some of them are abandoned or broken down. Seems like people haven't really invested much here for whatever reason, which is sad because it is a beautiful, beautiful coastal town. Love this giant palm trees here.
¿Tuvo excepción de menta, por favor? Tampoco te gusta la menta. No, que no. Igual que tu hermana.
Okay, so this is the other side of La Punta. This is also coastal, but much rougher. I think this is the open, if I'm not mistaken, this is the open side towards the west coast. And if you can see behind me, this is what I've noticed here with the coast. There are other cliffs, or not cliffs, but maybe mountains and just other terrain that are detached from the actual shore. And I'm being told that there's one similar to those over there where they keep prisoners, or kept prisoners at some point. But it's a beautiful coast. Really smells like the ocean here, which is almost like an obvious thing. Why wouldn't it smell like the ocean? We are in the ocean. But this doesn't smell like South Beach, I'll tell you that much. Now, one thing that I want to show you is the rocks that we are standing on, because this is not a sandy beach, and then the rocks that are coming from the ocean, and then I'll show you some of the fishing boats as well. So here are the stones. I mean, people are just kind of just sitting around here and relaxing, they don't mind it. They don't mind it at all. And then this is some of the mussels that are coming from the ocean. And the rocks get smaller as you get closer to the water. You know, whether it's sandy, white beaches or just a rocky shore, I absolutely love the ocean. It's beautiful. It's serene for me. This calms me down. I am definitely much of a ocean type person than mountain type person. You can keep your mountains. I'll keep the ocean. Okay folks, if you are liking what you're watching, go ahead and subscribe. And if you're not liking what you are watching, still subscribe. Make sure that you hit that bell icon so that you can be reminded every time we take out a new video. Now, let's get back to our video. The fishing boats here. These are the local fishing boats. They kind of look like a U. I like how they have that sort of curve that goes up, and they have all names obviously. So Doña Alicia, Divino Dos, Naval, Phoenix. You know, for this being a rocky shore, I'm wondering how often these boats need to either get fixed or repair, or how often do they break. I'm also told that fishermen here, or fisherwomen, I guess, are pretty well respected, pretty well regarded here, very much needed, and some of them do pretty well. I'm being told. They seems like it's just part of, particularly in the coast, is part of their life, of course, but also to maintain that high quality of seafood that this ocean constantly gives. I'm sure that their services are in high demand. I hope that they're not being ripped off or freaking taken advantage of, so that we can have these delicious meals. I don't know, might be the case. But if you like seafood, you're in Peru, support your local fishermen. They fill up our stomachs. Okay, so I fell for the tourist trap. The views were beautiful, the atmosphere was great, and the wind was breezy, just rolling through my hair. So we sat down at the first restaurant that we actually saw. And look, it was not the best ceviche in Lima, but it's by far one of the best ceviches if I'm comparing it to something here in Utah or in Miami. Not bad at all. The seafood rice, it was like a bizarre intermediate world of risotto and paella and a seafood rice. The cheese just didn't go well with it. And here's the thing, the freaking seafood was fresh, it was delicious, and the flavor of the actual rice was absolutely amazing. It was just a textural thing. Get rid of that rice, people. It's not supposed to be there. You're damaging the virtue of that seafood. Look, I don't think that I should be put on trial on the town square by a bunch of locals telling me that there is better ceviche. I get it, there is better ceviche, but I'm also nitpicking here. The seafood was actually really fresh. I always get a mix though. The octopus was fresh, the clams were fresh, and the nice beautiful fried plantains were crispy. I'm nitpicking here. It's not the best, maybe because the leche de tigre was not as powerful, was not as spicy as I had asked. Let's just be honest, this is a great dish compared to many other things that I've had. Now the seafood rice, on the other hand, look, if you're gonna put clams, let them at least be the same size, or at least something appealing to the eyes here. And that shaved freaking cheese on top of those beautiful prawns, who are you helping here? Get rid of that crap, get rid of the cheese, and you have a great dish. Now, you know me, if you've seen this show many times, I don't do any restaurant reviews. I'm not gonna give any stars, any ratings, and I will most definitely not insult the chef that's probably already hating his life. Look, the truth is that I could have had a much worse meal than this.
My family was not enjoying the meal, especially my wife's Peruvian palate. As you can see, she's not smiling, she's not crying, she's just eating. We were hungry, this was the afternoon, and we had not eaten anything, but she's a champ and she pushed along and didn't complain. I did forget what she actually had, but she did order a tallarines verde with a milanesa for the baby, which we both ate. And look how luscious and green and beautiful this pasta looks. Yeah, the flavor was not there. It was lacking simple seasoning, more cheese, more salt, more pepper, more. I am in absolute love with my daughter. She is funny, she's beautiful, and she has a great palate. There is so far nothing she has not been willing to eat, and she's just a great travel buddy. I love you, baby.
Okay, we just finished eating at Don Del Yolo, which was an amazing, almost surreal meal. Perhaps, yes, the view was perhaps better than the food, but the food wasn't bad. I still have gone to a place here where the food is bad. Was it the best ceviche I've had here? No, but I think there's one less below this one. The rice was good. It was between a risotto and a paella, and it was packed with seafood. But here's the thing about this place, La Punta. It used to be something big here, and I don't know the history yet of this place, but I'll figure it out. I'll find out. It has a lot of beautiful architecture. Seems like it was a buzzing town, buzzing with business. And so far, I want to say almost like 40% of it is closed. Why is that? We need to fix that. But so far, I want to say that as shut down as this town is, it reminds me a little bit of like old Hollywood Beach, old South Beach, and how everything has been revamped. And it's such a beautiful, thriving beach town. There's so much potential here. If money and time is dedicated to this place right here, La Punta en el Callao, would be a worldwide destination. I can guarantee that. I've seen it before, and it has all the beautiful potential to be that. Stay starving.